Hi Stampers, it's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. Happy Monday and a happy Thanksgiving to all of my Canadian friends. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful long weekend, enjoying the weather and time with your loved ones and eating lots of turkey or whatever you eat on Thanksgiving. I know there's lots of different traditions out there, so I hope you're just enjoying this wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. So today I wanted to do, in honor of Thanksgiving, another sort of fall-themed project, and we're going to use the Celebrate Sunflowers and coordinating dies. This is a stamp set that was in a previous catalog, and it's been carried over because it's just so beautiful. And the project we're going to make is this one. I just love some of the the rusts and the crushed curries and the pumpkins. Those are all just beautiful fall colors. So we're incorporating a lot of that into this card. So let's get started and I'll show you how we're going to put this together. Okay, so we're going to start with a piece of Cajun Craze, which is a great go-to color for fall. Just love it. And then we are going to put on a layer of designer paper. Now, if you don't recognize this, oops, not just yet. Sorry, we're going to put a piece of crushed curry, my apologies, on top first. And then I'll get to the designer paper. So let's put that crushed curry layer on top. Okay, so now our designer paper is this one. And if you don't recognize it, it comes from the new Rustic Harvest designer paper that is in the mini catalog. A really beautiful package of fall themed paper. Some of it I have used up already. But great for all different kinds of projects or backgrounds or tags or to do place settings. Just all kinds of really great fall patterns in there. So I chose this one, and on the back they do have some fall leaves, which are also nice to incorporate, or you could even color these leaves if you wanted. But we're just going to stick to this Cajun Craze pattern, just to give it a bit of interest with the pattern paper. Okay, so we'll put that on top of our crushed curry. All right, and I will post all these measurements on the post. So then we have two pieces, one vanilla, one of the crushed curry, and this is where I'm going to stamp my greeting. So the Celebrate Sunflowers does have some wonderful greetings in it. I was going to turn this card into a birthday card. My sample was a thank you card, which I loved with all the flowers. And the Let's Celebrate You is great for birthdays, but it was a little bit too long for my vanilla piece. I should have designed this piece maybe a little bit larger. So instead of this greeting, I just decided to pull out the happy birthday from the Peaceful Moments. This has really been my go-to set for a lot of greetings. I just love it, and I love the font. So we're just going to pull out this happy birthday, and we're going to stamp that in soft suede. Okay, now I do want to leave some room for my sunflowers around the right and bottom. So I think I'm just going to stamp this sort of right up here, like so. And the soft suede is a nice fall color too. So then we can attach this onto our crushed curry layer here. And then put this on top of our base. Now you could put this on with dimensionals on top of the base, but I think I'm just going to leave it flat because I did stamp and color the sunflowers. Now, I could have just used the big one, but I decided to go with this little one. So I stamped this 3 times on very vanilla cardstock in the soft suede ink, and then I just colored it in with my Stampin' Blends. And then I cut them out with the die. So this is what they turned out like. So I used the Old Olive for the leaves, the dark Daffodil Delight for the petals, and the dark soft suede for the centers. And I just sort of like that cluster of sunflowers there. So let's put this on first. And we'll put this maybe a little bit more towards the top. I mean, if you wanted to center it, you could certainly do that, whatever your preference. So we'll put this here, and then we're going to just sort of lay down our flowers and see where we would like them. So I think kind of, I'd like them to overlap a little bit. So maybe this one a little lower, and then we'll kind of do it something like that maybe. So I'm going to pop those up with dimensionals. So maybe this one actually I will lay flat because it will be the one on the bottom, and then we can sort of layer up as we go. So I'll do this with the leaves out, and then maybe I'll put this one and then this one. So this second one I will put some dimensionals on the back. And you could color sunflowers these days a few different colors from what I understand, but I still love the traditional golds and yellows. So we'll put this one here, and then this third one, maybe we will overlap it kind of like that. So I'm going to put a couple dimensionals on here. So did a lot of you celebrate yesterday, or are you celebrating today? We're going to celebrate tonight actually with a dinner. So I'm always looking forward to Thanksgiving dinners. They're so delicious. Okay, so let's just overlap that one like so. We have our happy birthday. I guess I could have set that a little bit more to the left, but that's okay. You can still see it. And then one thing I did want to still put on was some of these little wheat sprigs from the dies. So I cut one. Let's see if I can still fit these in here with my dimensionals. I did put these on adhesive sheets. So let me see if I can get this off. I probably could have put these on first actually, but I did not. But that's okay. There's never any mistakes in stamping. We're just gonna go with the flow. And if we have to lift this a bit, we do. So let's put this one here, okay? And then I cut a couple, on my sample, I did them out of the brushed, is it the brushed brass cardstock? But I thought I'd try something different. And I don't know if you can see sort of the difference in this paper. It's kind of a little antique looking. And this paper is, let me just grab it so I can show you a full sheet of it. It is the distressed gold paper that is new in our catalog this year. Can you see that? This is just so antique looking. I just love it. And it's a very smooth surface, and it does have some weight to it. So it's great for die cutting or for backgrounds, or like I said, different images could certainly be die cut out of this. So you get 2 of the 12 by 12s in a package. So I thought I'm going to try the leaves out of this. And I really quite like how these turned out with this sort of antique gold finish on there. I just love that, the distress look. So we're going to add these on. And I did cut 4, but I don't know if I'll put all 4 on. Let's see how we can place these. I'd like to put one sort of on top of this yellow sprig, kind of like that. Maybe I can separate this yellow one a little. I always like to sort of play with these after the fact. The adhesive sheets are a little bit forgiving where you can kind of reposition them, so they are awesome for these sort of intricate dies. So we have that, and then maybe we will put another one sort of over here. Yeah, I probably might have been easier to put these on first, but we will work around it because we can do that. All right, so just be careful not to rip these because they are very delicate, a very, very skinny stem on these. So I'm going to have to lift this one up here. And we will. Now, if you don't need to use the whole sprig, you can certainly cut off some of that from the bottom. Okay, so let's put that one there. And then maybe we will stick this one beside, but I am going to trim this one off because I don't need all of that. It's not going to show anyway, the whole stem, if I tuck it underneath. So you can adjust the heights of them. Okay, so let's stick this one over here too. Just kind of overlap them a little. And then I can always, oh, see, this one ripped off anyway. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, I think it should still be okay like that. Can always add a little more adhesive or a glue dot under there. Maybe that's what I'll do, just to, maybe I'll just stick a glue dot to keep that tacked down there. Okay, glue dots. I'm still not used to these being on the inside of the roll. It kind of throws me off. Okay, let's just put one on the back here just to tack this sunflower down a little bit more. So if it lifts a little, that's okay. And then this yellow, wonder. You don't have to put these sprigs on, but I just like how they do add a little bit to the card. So I'm just going to leave it at that because that's 5. And 5 is always kind of, it's always good to have a bit of an odd number when adding sort of embellishments like that. So the last thing we're going to add are some of these gorgeous brushed metallic adhesive back dots. These we've had for a little while as well, and I love these. I think they are so, so beautiful for fall cards, for masculine cards. And you have 3 different color tones in here, so you can mix and match. Or you can just use all the same if you have a preference. Maybe I'll put one here, one there, and one, maybe I'll add a gold one, a bigger gold one down here. So 3 is probably fine. And there you go. So here I've got that metallic sort of copper on the sprigs. And here I've got that distressed gold, which is a little bit different, but I kind of like it. I think that's going to be really nice as an accent on a lot of projects. Okay, so that is our project for this week. I hope you enjoyed that. I do have a host code for October. I'm prepared this week. It's PHHWRWZU, and you're welcome to use that at checkout on my website at christineludwig.stampinup.net. And you're also welcome to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, and my YouTube channel. I'd love if you would subscribe and like those. You'll see a lot more projects on there that are posted, and some different ideas are there for you as well, and they're constantly being updated. So those are all known as Christine's Stamping Spot. So I hope you enjoyed that project today. And again, happy Thanksgiving for all of those that are celebrating today. I hope you have a fantastic long weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye for now.